Welcome to the post-match fan zone show. It has finished Leicester City 0, PSV 0. Have we done enough? I don't think so. It's going to be a tough one over there in Eindhoven. Get your views in, get your comments in. We want your views, your ideas of what happened. Did we do enough in that second half? I don't know. Join us live now for the next 20 minutes of post-match fan view commentary.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Are you ready for the show? Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everard's, Pucka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newbie and Co-Estate Agents. We want your views, we want your comments, so join us live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right, welcome back. Straight in, I'm going to just paste in there the link. If you'd like to join us, please do click on this link. We want your views, we want your comments. It was 0-0 today. Did Brendan get it right in that second half? Did we just... It was one of those, it was there for the taking today. I want your views. Brett saying frustrating, but we go there very much still in the game. I agree with you, Brett. That probably sums it up absolutely perfectly. Rye saying very, very disappointing. Do you agree with Rye there, or do you not agree with Rye? I'd like to know what your views are on that. Brendan wasn't happy with the draw, then why have one up front, then take him off? You would have put two up front. Dave, I agree that is interesting. Imran says we played really well, but not cutting edge at all. Barnes, Maddison and Tielemans were quiet all night. Jack asked a question here. Why put Lookman up front for 10 minutes and then bring Daka on? Didn't get the subs whatsoever. I've got to be fair with you. I tend to agree with what you're saying there, Jack. The subs... I think a lot of us were saying, go on, if you're going to go for it, put two up. But it did seem strange to put Daka there for 10 minutes and then something different there. Amanda, good evening, says could have done better. Nacho, hold up, play okay, but missed 3 good chances and lost the ball a lot. The only player we have capable of playing up front alone is Vardy. Join the show. I'm just typing this in. I put the link in there. If you want to click on the link, get your views in. We want as many views on comment as possible. I know some people are clicking in already, which is great. Frustrating to watch, says Mark. A bit toothless up front. Imtiaz, PSV should be 1-0 up on aggregate. It was a definite penalty. To be fair, I think it was a penalty. I think you're right, Imtiaz. Initially, I wasn't sure, but I've seen the replays. Thank goodness VAR wasn't in that game. Maybe we were all moaning about VAR on Saturday at the Man United game. Do you think that would have been given if that was a penalty in there? Mahad, are you ready to come in? Mahad's clicked on the link. Mahad? Can you hear me, mate?
Yeah.
Go on then, Mahad. Tell us what you want to say. Mahad, I think you've got a really bad connection. Mahad, I'm going to let you go if you want to click back in and try again. I'm sorry about that. Bad connection. Stephen saying, I can see us setting up defensive next week to keep it 0-0 at half-time and then come out and attack second half. Should have done it today, Stephen. That second half was there for us today. PSV, certainly the last 15, 20 minutes were defending. Did we miss a chance today? Susie says, going to be hard at their stadium, going to be a loud atmosphere. We needed at least a goal going there. Well done to everybody who got to the King Power Stadium. It sounded really, really good on the TV. Sorry, I couldn't get there, sadly, today because of testing positive for COVID. So frustrating. I wish I'd have gone, but it sounded like a really, really good atmosphere on there. So it did finish 0-0, and we want as many comments and views as we can. If you want to click on the link, please do. KDH and Madders were class. Barnes woeful again. It's strange with his shooting. It is strange with his shooting. PSV should have had a clear penalty. Lucky to take a draw in the end there, Phil. Let's add Ross in, who's been at the game, and then I'm going to get Jono in. Ross.
Jack's here too.
Jack. Oh dear, the double duo. How are you?
I know. Which one's the more handsome one? Probably me, yeah, as usual.
Yeah, indeed, Ross, indeed. What was it? I mean, Ross, it sounded a good atmosphere on the TV. How was it?
It was all right. Well, the atmosphere, it was all right. I've heard better, but it was all right. I mean, at first time I've started Cop in about 10 and a half years in Cop. So, well, that's what Jack said. It was all right, but I've heard better.
What's your take on the game then, lads? Yours and Jack's.
Oh dear. Yeah, not very great. I mean, to be honest, Barnes was shocking.
Well, yeah.
He was shocking. Because the thing is, though, Castagna kept on passing it to Barnes all the time. He just weren't creating nothing. I mean, apart from that shot where he hit the bar, he didn't really create anything. I mean, Brighton had the best of the game. I don't know why Ricardo went off. Lookman actually looked pretty decent when he came on, to be fair.
A few people have said, Ross, it would seem strange to put Lookman on for 10 minutes up top as a striker, then move him for Daka. Why?
So when I said to you earlier about that, Jack, it is correct. I've confirmed with Jack about now we have to permanently sign him. Is that correct, Jack?
Yeah, apparently so. No, we've made that last appearance for him.
Yeah, he made it first. So.
Kevin says here, Ross, Kevin says, absolutely toothless in the final third. PSV will be completely different side at their ground.
100%. Their best player with that English guy. I can't pronounce Manueke. That's how you pronounce his name. Manueke.
I mean, lads, it felt like we had a really decent first half. And then second half, not a lot.
No, didn't create anything in second half. You know, I mean, just one of them days. I don't know that we're in all of it. As soon as that, I mean, the referee didn't help either. I'm not like he was shocking. Like, you know,
well,
he didn't help.
It looked a clear penalty to them, Ross, on TV. A clear penalty to them.
Well, I was very surprised. Yeah. From our view, it just looked like I thought, oh, it's a penalty here.
It was. I think most fans would say it was a penalty. If VAR was there, they'd have given that.
Well, do you know? Can you remember what I said the other day, Phil, about VAR? So yeah, that's what happened. So
John Simpson says here it was a bad mistake taking Nacho off.
What do you reckon, Jack?
Yeah, Phil, we needed someone who was going to hold the ball up. I mean, Daka would have done all right with Iheanacho up front, but when he brought Lookman on for Iheanacho, Phil, you know, what's Lookman going to do as a striker, really? He's not that sort of positional player. For me, I'd have put Ricardo on the right wing and put James Justin at right back and Castagna left back. But I guess all Brighton, you know, I'd have brought him off after 70 minutes because I don't think he created enough. He ran out of so much steam.
Very good, what he said.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Kieran Dewsbury, we haven't mentioned him. Yeah, I thought he put a pretty shift in.
Yeah.
Like, you know, obviously it weren't great, but he put a shift in Dewsbury.
My reflection says PSV were there for the taking. They were no threat at all, but they will be in that second leg.
Oh yes, they will. They will, because now, I mean, their fans are pretty awesome. To be fair, their fans from what we saw.
We stood off them too much. We allowed them to come.
Yeah.
We didn't create enough.
Yeah. Again, what he said.
Gray's saying some bad decisions making tonight on so many legs. I think he's talking about Brendan.
Yeah, I think. I mean, obviously, Daka came on. I mean,
Daka should have come on earlier.
Yeah, he should have come on earlier. I think if he'd have come on a little bit earlier, maybe would have created a bit more. But you know, it's all to play for the second leg. I mean, it's 0-0, so it's all to play for. It's basically it's half time. In other words, it's half time. And obviously, we're going away on Thursday in good old Eindhoven in Netherlands, Holland, whatever you want to call it. So
Jack will be there. Jack, you're going to be there live for Leicester Fan TV, aren't you, mate?
Yes, I'll be live in Eindhoven on Thursday. I'm leaving on Wednesday and coming back Friday, Phil.
Yep, 7 TikToks later after that. Yep.
7? It'd be 70.
It'd be 70. TikToks more like, yeah, 100%. So, if you can ask for man at match, I mean, who's there? Probably KDH.
Man of the match, I give Fofana, hands down.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what? Yes. Do you know what? Yeah, we haven't spoken about it yet, Felipe.
Fofana, good.
Fofana.
Very good tonight.
Very decent. You know, good. Yeah, pretty decent. Yeah, really decent. That's the one.
Our best player.
Yeah. Plenty of Fofana. So
Brilliant.
I'm going to shoot in a sec, Phil.
Thanks, Ross.
Get his phone out in a minute, probably.
We'll see you later. Thanks, Ross. Thanks, Jack, for joining us from the match. We'll see you guys in a bit. Thank you for that. Mahad has clicked on the link as well. Mahad, hopefully you got a better link now. Mahad, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's work. Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can, not brilliantly. Locks says here, Mahad, the subs killed us.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why he took off Kelechi to bring on Lookman. I mean, Lookman for me, he's technically very, very suspect. You know, he's not a man who can pass a ball. His touch is really off. Even with the shooting, I remember that game against Brighton. He's too afraid of actually playing. He's too much of a sideshow for me personally. And then we've got Barnes on the other side, and Barnes is turning into like Rashford. You know, he just runs into parked cars. He's awful. And the manager refuses to take him off. But then he takes off the guy who's actually trying to connect up the attack in the midfield. And then if you take him off, then we're ending up in a position where he's then trying to bring on a Daka 10 minutes later. And then we're left with a guy who's completely unable to actually bring the attack and the midfield together. And it's just a mess. It's just, and then on top of that, I don't know why he plays Albrighton on the wing when he's got no pace. You know,
Yeah,
you've got him, and then you've got Kelechi's trying to join up together, and then you've got Harvey Barnes who plays for himself. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. And you've seen how he can play, but Harvey Barnes needs to be told to pass a bit more, and he needs to be told to stop trying to hog the ball and try to shoot at
oh,
with
Mahad, we've just lost Mahad. Mahad, sorry, mate, you've got a bad signal tonight. So I think we got most of your views in there, Mahad. Thank you very much for joining us again. Always appreciate it. I'm going to add in Imran. Are you ready, Imran, to come in? Yes, he gives us a nod. Imran, mate, how are you?
I'm all right, mate. First time caller or first time on here?
Yeah, it's brilliant to get you on. We'd love to get as many new people on. Give us their views. I'm just going
Yeah,
to share that link again. What did you
yeah,
take on it tonight?
yeah. No, I didn't end up going tonight because I had to babysit the kids. But no, I thought we were all right actually. I thought defensively we were really, really strong. Didn't really look concerned at the back, apart from a couple of occasions. But you get that in a game. Disappointing thing for me was the last 10 minutes. You know, this is a European quarterfinal. We
Yeah,
have to go for the jugular. You know, the last 10 minutes. I don't think we pressured their keeper. They didn't look that bothered, did they, going forward? I agree with Mahad, was it, about Harvey Barnes? You know, like he's good, but in these sort of games, this is where you earn your roost, don't you?
yeah,
So
I'm
that's
with you. I'm with you, Imran. That last 10 minutes, again, it is a Brendan trait to just. I mean, we don't want to give a goal away, but I was watching it going, can we just let's get the ball in the box a little bit more and let's crack it off. I don't think their keeper's made a save all game, Imran.
no, he didn't make a save. I was watching it and I was like, we've not troubled their keeper. He caught everything. We didn't put him under pressure. Um, but look, the positives are we look a lot more solid at the back, right? And that's what my
Yes.
concern was all season. You know, I've been going to away games just dreading us conceding goals, but today we didn't look like really conceding. And look, we're not out of the game. I know there's a lot of negativity out there about the result, but I think we'll play well next week, and we'll do a good away performance, especially in Europe. So yeah, up the Foxes, let's do it. And hopefully we can get a result on Saturday as well against Palace, so that'll give some confidence to the lads as well.
Imran, before I let you go, because it's
Yeah.
great, I really appreciate you've come on tonight. Chris Jones says here, he says he doesn't get bringing Lookman on at 60 minutes to go up top. Should have done the swap for Daka straight away because we took Nacho off, who again I thought Nacho was doing all right as a link-up play. He put Lookman on, and then 10 minutes later he moves Lookman and brings Daka on.
Yeah, but that's Brendan for you, isn't it, mate? That's Brendan all over, right? So we're lacking a striker. We know we need someone to replace Vardy, and that's our priority in the summer. We need to get someone in that's gonna, play that lone striker role. Daka can't do it, Nacho can't do it. So that's the big question mark in the summer. Can we replace Vardy?
Not an easy one, and people I saw somebody in the comments earlier saying, "Oh, well, Vardy will be back next week." Vardy will not be back for the PSV match.
No. But look, one more point, Phil. I agree. I watched this show on and off, as you know. One thing that irks me a lot about Brendan, and I'm not having a go at him, is we need to get a target man. That's what we needed today. We needed a 6
You and me both.
Yeah, we needed a 6-footer up there, so that we could play the long ball, play off him, and then maybe, Lookman can get a chance or Barnes can get a chance off him. But that's what we're lacking. And I don't think Brendan's going to change his ways when it comes to playing that target man.
Yeah, indeed. Imran, thank you so much for clicking on. Mate, will you promise me you'll come on again? Because you said lots of sensible stuff.
Yeah, definitely, mate. But I'm usually
Brilliant.
at the games, innit? But yeah, when
Yeah.
I'm at home, I'll
Well,
come on for sure.
you and me too. I'm normally there, so I'll see you soon. All right.
All right, mate. Take
Cheers,
care.
mate. Bye.
All right, bye.
That's great to get Imran on. Thought he spoke really sensibly there. Keith says, remember that more new people that click the link means less Ross time. Well done, Keith. Yeah. Hey, listen, Ross was at the match tonight. Gave us some there. Chris says here, KDH was quality. Just hope he don't get the England bug. It's because he plays for us and not Spurs, Man United, Liverpool and Arsenal getting picked. Mini would want to go to one of those clubs. Michael, who did the watch along, is ready to come back in. He's clicked on the link. Hi, Michael. How are you?
I'm all right. No matter how many new people click on, Ross is going to get his 5 minutes.
Of course he will. We'll give everybody. I'm going to share the link again if anybody wants to come on. Michael.
Okay, everyone.
0-0's. Go on. 0-0's not the end of the world, but it will be tough away. There was, for me, it was a bit strange subs. It was a bit Brendan-esque at times, that second half.
It's very.
That's all I want to say.
Yeah, look, I'm a benefit of the doubt. You know, I want to give Brendan the benefit of the doubt.
Me too.
Trying to rotate the squad. We still are playing Thursday, Sunday. We're still playing Thursday, Sunday. We still, we're pushing up the table. Our boys are in form. Guys need to get game time. Lookman hasn't had a game in forever, So, I mean, let's get him some game time. We don't know where to put him. Let's put him in the middle. But Daka needs some game time, but he needs some game time in his position. Well, Lookman's in the game. Let's just slide him over. Let's give Brendan the benefit of the doubt that he has something going in his head. We'll take this draw into next week, but we still have this game against Palace on the weekend. Palace is in form. They're playing really well right now. We want to, come out this weekend. He's just managing right now, and I know it. I want to score goals.
Michael, I'm with you. I'm a Brendan fan. Want to keep him in there, but sometimes I'm a bit lost for words because he took Nacho off, and I'd have kept Nacho on. I'd have probably added Lookman with Nacho or added Daka with Nacho because we want to go into the lead. But why would you, as a manager, take Nacho off for 10 minutes? And put Lookman there, and then 10 minutes later go, yeah. That's wrong. That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I said during the watch along that Brendan and even the PSV manager, they were waiting for something to happen before they went to their plan B. And we all know Brendan doesn't even really have a plan B most of the time. So he's waiting for something. He reacts. His subs usually are reactive subs, and he didn't know how to react. But he knew he needed guys to get some game time, and I don't know. We weren't having anything going forward. Maybe Iheanacho, we need to save him for Palace. And so he brought on Lookman. MTS, I love you,
Michael, though, he can't be in a quarterfinal of a European competition tonight and be thinking about Palace on Sunday. Surely not. Because we're in the league. Look, the league is, with the best will, it's not where we're going to succeed this year. It's in this competition now, isn't it? Our eggs are all in this basket, Michael.
And it just wasn't happening for us going forward. If you think about it, it just wasn't going forward. Nacho, he had some touches that went wayward. There was some really good 1-2s and, some triangles that he played well on the sideline over there, but it just wasn't happening for us. He missed that chip. And, maybe Brendan is a little frustrated with him the last two matches. I don't know. But, I didn't want to take the draw, but the more I think about it, I'll take the draw. They were there for the taking. We had lots of chances. And I don't think that us going to PSV is going to take away from our energy. And, I'm ready to, for the away match. I'm ready for it.
Andrew says here, Michael, PSV will be well happy with that. I think Yeah,
absolutely. You could tell by the way they even played the last 5 minutes, cramping, laying on the ground, taking their time with the throw in. They came to King Power and they left with, what they had to do, and they'll hope for a goal at home. And I just know that we have to come with the energy. We have to come with the swag. Madison, he needs to not be picking up the ball at the halfway line. He needs to be picking up the ball, 20 yards out
Mm.
and turning on these guys. And Brendan's going to have to figure it out because PSV sat in. They played really compact when we got the ball, 15 yards from the box. Anything that we were, shooting towards the goal, there was 3 bodies in front of us. So, Brendan will figure it out, though. I have trust and faith in Brendan.
And Michael, Dave Hill says here, well, Dave says, I think Brendan cocked it up tonight. Phil says here, Phil Upton says, Barnes is not clinical enough. Harvey Barnes, I think I'm going to say slightly frustrates me at times because you see flashes of really good play. He's aggressive at times. He's dynamic with the ball. He's direct with the ball. I would say his lack is in the finishing. I know that first half one, there was nothing wrong with that. He hit the crossbar, but he had a couple in the second half. His finishing sometimes, and again at Man United on the weekend on Saturday, he had some shots where it just was not there for him.
Wasn't that our complaint about Harvey last season and the season before? Like, he just gets into these great positions and then it's into the cop. He's a confidence player. He's young. He's a confidence player. Like you said, we see the flashes. But what I saw today was a defender frustrating him. So when Harvey, in the first 5 or 6 minutes of the game, he goes at the player, they give him a little elbow or a shove like that, it might throw him off. He'll try again. And today it just was not happening for him. Someone said he's running into brick walls. I hear the complaint that he doesn't pass. I don't know if that's his job to pass when he's taken on the player. His job is to get to the byline or cut it inside. And then that's where the option is. But today there was 2 or 3 players in front of him. I think the Rashford comparison is unfair, but I see where people, are going that way.
And I think Dan probably sums it up interestingly in this comment. He says it was a state of purgatory performance, i.e. didn't want it quite enough, but didn't want to lose it either. It was one of those where we certainly didn't want to go to PSV a goal behind, and 0-0, you go, well, we're still very much in it, but probably the odds are slightly in their favor, Michael.
Yeah, that disappoints me when they don't come out with any swag. There was like no swag at all. The fans, they were behind him. They tried to give him the energy, and I don't know. The PSV, they were good defensively. They were just really good defensively. So let's give them credit for that today.
Jamie from the Foxes says Brendan Rodgers has just said in the TV interview that quality in the final third wasn't good enough. Hayden says if we play like this on Sunday against Palace, we won't get anything out of the game. Palace are a good side under Vieira. Tim saying we're just missing a bit of zest and ping at time. Just before we finish up, Michael, game of 2 halves, because that first half, at half time, we were very much thinking this is going to happen. And that second half, again, this is where I do question Brendan, Michael, has he really got the tactics and the knowledge to be a top manager and top push things when things aren't quite working for us? And that's my question mark over him, because it seems that one level all the way through. And that second half, we needed, let's try something.
Yeah, that motivation, that to get the guys, because PSV came out the second half ready to go, and we just were a little lackluster. Brendan's an excellent coach. He knows how to make a player better, and like what we're seeing this last 2 seasons is, and Liverpool fans complain about it, is that, the plan B, I hear you talk about it all the time. He doesn't really have a plan B, and maybe that's something he's learning right now. We don't want him to learn it on our club, but he's kind of learning it right now. And we're in the quarterfinal. It's 0-0, against a side that we should beat, and we're going to the second leg. I am with confidence. So that's how
Indeed. Broski Plays, I assume, is a PSV fan. He says, trust me, we're really good when we play at home. We destroyed Galatasaray and Midtjylland at our Philips Stadium. Can't wait for the match this Thursday. I think that will be the view of the PSV fans, is that they've done the hard bit of the job tonight. And I think if, as Leicester fans, the hard job is next week now.
Absolutely. We can't pull a Ren where we go there and lose. I know I got a lot of stick. We lost that match, even though we went through, because we had such a great home leg. And so now we're going there with this 0-0. So we have to score. We got to come out with swag. We got to come with confidence. And I think we will. I think we will. I think Brendan will have the boys up for it. I mean, this is like all we have to play for, really. So, I mean, let's go. Let's do it.
Let's go. Indeed, Michael, thank you so much for doing the watch along tonight.
Cheers.
It's been fantastic to have you on. We'll see you again very soon.
All right, now check it out. Peace.
Cheers, Michael. Follow Michael at MikeB253 on Twitter and McBizzle on Instagram. Of course, follow Leicester Fan TV wherever you are at. Let's just put them on screen. I think hopefully you'll know it. It's at Leicester Fan TV on all socials. If you can like and subscribe to Leicester Fan TV, that would be absolutely brilliant. Last couple of comments in there. Nacho shouldn't be playing at striker. He always misses easy chances. And to be honest, he would be better at a cam. I don't agree with that, White Obama, but you're entitled to your views. I thought he plays all right as a striker, but he is more of that supporting role. I'd love to see him play with a second player up there. Jesse says, feels a bit like Puel all over again, passing it around the back for long periods, overcomplicated plays to break a low block. Yeah, again, Jesse, I agree with you. I hate to say it. Whenever we have a match like this and you're watching it and you think, come on, last 10, 15 minutes. I always say it, last 10, 15 minutes. Let's have a go. We want to win this 1-0. We certainly didn't want to lose it today, but I think we wanted to win it 1-0. And that plan B, we just don't have that plan B. Again, the 92nd minute, we're still passing it around the back again today. And I don't get what Lookman coming on for 10 minutes and then Daka coming. That's just like, is that Brendan's plan B? Because it looks like I don't know quite what I'm doing, if I'm honest. Imran, it was brilliant to have you on. Love having as many people come on here and give us their views. Thank you for coming on, Imran. Helena says, I'm going to give Helena the last comment of the night. I'm so frustrated. We have some good players, but Brendan Rodgers just doesn't play them in their best positions. Perhaps Helen has summed it up there. I hate to do it, but I think sometimes you have to question why things don't quite work. Can't win them all, but that was a big chance tonight. Hopefully, we're going to go and do it the hard way. It's typical Leicester. Do it the hard way. Mess up the home leg a little bit and then go away to Eindhoven next week and win. We can do it. We can draw. We can extra time penalties, whatever next week. Who knows? We're still in it. That's the main thing. Take that from it. My name's been Phil. Thanks so much to Jono and Michael for the watch along. Thanks for Ross and Jack, who were live down at the stadium. Thank you to Gray, Imran, Mahad, everybody who clicked in, Callum, tried to click in, and all your views or comments. It's been brilliant. We'll see you on Sunday for the watch along. Don't forget, Reedy is live on Friday night, 7:30 p.m. for a post-match review. So he'll be chatting with you. We'll see you later.
Thanks for watching Leicester Fan TV. Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pucka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Writers, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newbie & Co. Estate Agents. Make sure to follow us on all of our social channels at Leicester Fan TV. Visit our website, leicesterfantv.com.